What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this week's Biggs Blogcast, where we celebrate the things that God is doing. So this week, we're going to be talking all about Nehemiah 3 and 4, where the wall has been rebuilt and the people get to celebrate. Everybody get the party! First, we will go ahead and break into small groups with our highs and lows. But for the third question that I want you all to ask them is going to be, what sorts of things do we celebrate? Now, we can celebrate birthdays, we can celebrate different holidays, we can celebrate May the 4th because it's National May the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day, all that fun stuff. I celebrate that. Nerd. After we do small groups, we're going to go into our first before lesson activity, which is going to be these guys, which is a party planning committee. On these cards are various themes, and we will take those themes, hand them out to the kids in probably pairs, maybe put them in threes, trios as it's so called, and they will try and create a party based off of that theme. Now, if you find that, well, maybe a princess theme would be kind of weird for the guys to do, maybe they'd be down for it. I don't know. Let them decide on that one. But if they start complaining and stuff, you're more than welcome to go ahead and create your own themed party. So if you want to do something very specific, like, oh, you're going to be all warriors or something, I don't know, go with it. Or if, the girls are like, man, I don't want to do a pool party. That's like, who likes swimming? Not me. Come up with something else. It's totally fine. So after that, that will be our before lesson stuff. Then we're going to move into our after lesson now. So after lesson, we will go into this guy. So this is a calendar, obviously, with a whole lot of different dates and things all over it, different holidays that are throughout, I guess, the United States, typical national day of something. We're going to go ahead and fill in that calendar with as many different ideas that the kids can think of. But it has to be specific. It can't just be like, oh, it's National Celebrate Me Day. It's going to be National Celebrate Jesus because he saved me from my sins Day. Or National Thanks Jesus for the food that we get to eat every day. That sort of stuff. So it's going to be focused in all on Jesus, all on God. Like, that's our focus. So all of the other holidays on this list obviously are not things that are focused on God, but at least gives kind of a starting point, so to speak. So next will be a giant balloon. Giant balloon filled with verses, or rather verse strips. These are also going to have little colors on them. There will be red and blue will be the two colors. You want to break the kids into two teams, and they're going to have a shot at trying to punch the balloon and break it. Now, of course, we know it's going to be impossible to punch a balloon because that's just how they work. They're not going to be punched open. So after everybody's tried to go through and punch the balloon, try and get it open, somebody's holding it up, like this, and they're like, it's totally not going to work. Go ahead and just allow them to maybe stomp on it or pop it in some way, which is going to send these things all over the place, hopefully. And they then have to, whatever team they're on, they have to assemble the verse. So it's kind of like a piñata, so to speak, where all the candy goes everywhere, except we're not going to have candy. And then whoever wins first is the winner, and they will get these guys. So we actually do have prizes this time around. They're little blow doodads that extend out, and you can, blow into them, stick them in people's ears, stuff like that. The winning team gets these things first. The losers can get them second, which, because we have enough. We have 48 of them, so hopefully we won't have more than 48 kids. But that will end our service. So, as I always say, love, peace, and chicken grease.